Attention gamers, with pre-season 11 being Rito's 200 years idea of balance, and ADCs being clearly in a good spot at the moment, we decided to use the two good bronze brain cells between us and thought up of the great idea of just playing top laners instead. This is what happens when our Wood division recalls why Draven had his passive removed, but bring that back in what is Darius support, and got ADC. But also I needed some low-effort content to appease the YouTube algorithms, and this shit post is as close as I'm going to get until I get my microphone fixed, so enjoy. So we slide straight to lane with intent to bring Pain ready to deal with the long boy sender and his own personal dive instructor. She gets hooked like a real profession and we slap her like darkness could only dream, but this is level 1 and my boy gets sent home via the feed express after a long boy catches him fading, leaving my crabby ass account creeps instead. Minutes later my boy is back and we're on the pull with my dude preferring a heavily armored A diver with a nice side of revenge in particular, so we saunter up drunk to the midget mosh pit, but she seems into him drunk on that early kill, dances up close so he pulls her near. But my ugly bastard butt cuts into NTR him and sent her home with a case of dead bitch while her laner enforces social distancing. Later that night she returns fixing for a fight, so she dives deep first, sending pics of feet, leaving me sore, but I ain't no horse. I put my butt back in as my boy makes like a magnet and attracts some damage, while Alexa alerts us to their camp cat making a simp donation to the enemy's OnlyFans account, but they hang like wallflowers, flinging and flashing, forgetting we're not ADCs, so I read her some ABCs assuming a toddler is head of diving and poor decisions. She's sent home with Alexa crying out about someone being dead again. The party is dying out, so I opt to head back home and get some sleep, but we only have enough money for one Uber, so my dude decides to party on and I hit the tap at home for a bit to try sober up from the dump that is this demo of Darius support. Not only a minute later to hear him tearing up the dance floor as Rift's own Google Home welcomes the enemy bot laners back to their fountain via the bullshit Bleed Express. Later on it's dragon time, but some cat wants to swipe our dime, so I head to hurt him as the River Raiders set up an impromptu rave with intent to send us to the grave, so I opt to be brave, but I'm a dumb ass and die, but at least that smite from the sky is a small consolation as my team decides to display their 2v4 capabilities, which quickly turns into a 1v4, leaving the river with still more viewers than my dead channel. So the joke's probably gone flat at this point of ripping off a certain Eskimo's shtick, and we're only about 3 minutes in, but not as in as that Leona's shit has been kicked by my resident support missing his execute before I hand her a long-range butt plug and do my best Scorpion impression yet. But of course their ADC decided to stick around and make another donation to the I'm a Dead Dumb Bitch fund, which we gladly take. Shortly after overstaying like the pre-bronze tier 1 AM, their support forgets the theory of object permanence, that object being our Darius support's kill count and throbbing murder boner for dive instructors in full plate mail. We eventually fall into our regularly scheduled stupidity and overstay for that sweet jailbait turret plate, only to have a lost kitty sound the FBI alarm and leaving our Darius freezing for the fuzz, but I ain't no snitch, so I plucked the arresting officer off him so he can grab that kill before I so slowly walk my way to the litter box like the shit I am at this game. But as a consolation, our friendly neighborhood Bowser decides to ring that make masqueraders bell and says okay to foregoing the power-up in lieu of luring our laners into a clown fiesta of a fight that leaves me lying on my laurels with some fat stacks of cash. However, this being Wood tier 1, decide why not stay in this nice little water hole since the kills have yet to dry up, and lo and behold there are no brakes on this clown car. as I make an EFD directly to the miss skill shot foundation and prepare to leave, only to think nah with my mid lane here and prefer to play ring around the man about to be sleeping with the fishes. But it took long as he's almost as big as your mom last night, so just like her, leave him alone for the next person to take him out. Just moments later Darius returns, and as Smash Mouth predicted, they don't stop coming and we proceed to claim this swamp as our own. And so while I chase some tail and my support makes like that one crazy old hobo in the park hunting a pigeon, we pick up another drag and pluck that bird like it's Thanksgiving. Later on, and diving instructor Devotee is kinda clingy to her BF Mr. Tower, but my support drops him like a bad habit while I put baby in a corner with tickets for a front row seat to see video game Donkey Town and encore of Fountain respawning. Dragon forces the party rave in the river while we all died again, but this time Mine beats Kunai with chain trap card, flips on time and hits the X marks the D spot, as in her ass is dead, meaning we pick up another dragon. But not content with just those jokes, we continue to fight over the already claimed drag, which means I put the sad kitty in a body bag and, satisfied with my purchase, make to leave before pulling a Karen and looking to speak to the manager that decides he doesn't get paid enough for this shit and peaces out. It's probably getting old beating this horse that bruises a better, but just in case you didn't hear my lame jokes the first time, here's a dumb duo dying one more time in stereo as my low health support walks away to dunk another day. And since I'm running out of ideas to keep this going, we do the same and prolong the fight like it's going out of style, only for the manager to make a return to our Karen asses for Quadra and call for one more cleanup in WRLD, to which our Teemo wisely acts deaf and ignores, leaving him bluer bald than a 3N participant. So mercifully, all good things must eventually come to an end, but this isn't one of them, so instead of that, we later try to push through in order to end this fiesta of a game, only to be chased off and spend another half hour or so back and forth trading kills, as is the bronze way. But I will spare you that, and hey, there's nothing a Dragon Soul and coin flip badly positioned team fight can't do to close out a game, like pulling teeth while herding cats that are on fire just like Yellow, but at least we get to see that sweet victory animation and save it for when both preseason and November are over.